Hi everybody, this is Pam with Jesusjunkjournals, and we are getting ready to work some more on the Noah's Ark journal. And I decided I've got a couple things. I forgot to, this is like post-production. I forgot to put these three guys on here, the sons of Noah. And so I'm just going to do some embellishing, I think, today. And then also I did not show the closure because I haven't got one on there. And I found this in my button box, this old closure that I think my mom cut off of something. And so I'm going to try and use that for my closure. So first of all, the other thing I'm going to do is I saw something on, I keep all these little notes on different techniques and different pictures of things. And I saw this really cute border and I decided I was going to try that. And so I'm going to get my black acrylic paint out that's almost all dried up. Hopefully I can get enough out of here to do what I want to do. Well, I'll go ahead and do this because I've already got this going. So I was going to say I could probably use, I'll try it too, a Posca pen in black. I could probably use that if it's not dried up. But I've got this paint out. So I'm going to try it first. And so I'm going to do a little scallop edge somewhere that needs something interesting. So let's see. Maybe here because there's already some black stuff on this page, so this will be a good little addition. So I'm just going to do a little scallop. This paint is pretty thick, so it's not, and I'm not going to try to be uniform. I'm just going to, if I can just get a scallop, I'll be happy. So let's see. And a little one maybe. This brush is maybe not the best either, I don't know. So now I need another big one. And then maybe I can get away with a little one here. Kind of. Now I'm going to let that dry, and then I'm going to come back and put some little white dots on it. So that's going to take a while to dry. So meanwhile, I'm going to do some clusters with these names. I never do clusters, ever. I know it uses up scraps. And so I know you need a focal point. Well, of course, the focal point on these will be these guys' names. And I wonder if I round the corners if they'll look better. Let's see. Let's try it. If I can get this thing to, yeah, do some little, these are pretty small. Yeah, it looks good. Okay, so okay, and then I'm going to ink those again on the corners. And then I've got some texture fabric here, scraps that I've cut up. And I've got some buttons. I got 3 buttons that are kind of rough and not real perfect. So I thought that would kind of go with these guys. And so I need a needle and thread. And I need to have the page that I'm going to put these on. Do I need this? I don't need a needle and thread, do I? So we've got the part where they're building the ark. So let's see. There they are, building the ark. Do I have a good spot for them? I mean, I guess I could put them on this page. So let me see, let me get my little clusters going here. Well, you know what? As long as I've got a needle and thread, I might as well use it, because I can use glue, but buttons sometimes don't stay on. So if I use this, I don't think it'll show on the back. I'm going to go ahead and stitch it to this paper. That's dry. Yeah, good. Okay. All right. All right, so there are those pieces from the kit. Okay, so let me go back. Okay, oh good, all right. All right, so let's see if this works. All I'm gonna do is just put some white little dots on this. Well, those are a little bigger than I wanted, but. All right, that's pretty cute. All right, I might have to do some more of that. Okay, and then the other thing was I was going to do the closure, and so it needs to be, let me get the wood out, see. What I could do, and I think I will do, is just make a little belt separate from the journal. I might stitch it on the spine to hold it on, but I'm going to make a little separate belt, I think. Kind of hard to do without shutting this. Yeah, I do. Okay. All right. I kind of like the frayed edges, so I'm going to tear a piece from this, and then I'll use it. I'll double it and use that as my closure. Patent applied for. So this is probably patented by now, because this is old. So somebody liked it enough to patent it. Okay. So I'm going to take these two ends and just sew this to it. And this fabric is a little bit, it stretches just a little bit, so that might be a good thing. So I'll just sew this on while we're waiting for my paint to dry. To get this tight, I need it to be about to there. So I'm going to cut it there. And I hope I'm right. Need to make sure I get this on right. So it goes like that. Okay, so let's see. All right, so I posted on the Facebook page, which, by the way, if you're not on the Facebook group, it's called Jesusjunkjournals with an S. Jesus Junk Journals Creators with an S. So come on out and join us if you haven't already. I do a free page every month. You can post pictures of what you're working on, and I wish you would. Anyway, what I started to say was, this is getting ready. October is starting, and it is prime crafting time. Everybody does crafts at this time of the year because of Christmas and all the well, no, we don't do Halloween, but Thanksgiving and all the pumpkin stuff and all the good stuff in the fall and Christmas. So I'm curious what everybody's working on. Also, in case you haven't noticed, I'm doing I do this Bible study, or I've done it a couple of times for a church group. It's just kind of the basics in my mind. It's the basics of the Bible. In case if you've never read the Bible or whatever, I'm putting it on videos and I'm adding it to this channel. So if you want to watch it, it will be out there. And it's a 7-part deal that I do at church. But you know what I found out? I did the first part and it was fine. But then I went to do the second one. And when I played it back and I was editing it, I was really bored with myself. I found myself very boring. So I thought, okay, this is too long. I'm trying to cover too much material. And you know, when you do it at home, or you know, with a group, you've got people interacting. It makes it a lot more interesting, and other things come up, and it's just a more lively thing. So here I am trying to do this video by myself, and it's just very boring. So I'm going to chop it up and just do small pieces so I don't bore everybody to tears, and do it that way. So it's going to take me a while because I have my face on it, which means I have to put makeup on and I have to comb my hair. Which is completely different than doing these crafting videos. So there you have it. It will require a little bit more time and effort. And what I'm doing is I'm just running a big old stitch down the middle of this to hold it together so that, you know, down in the middle of this it doesn't separate and do any weird thing. And this wood fabric, you know, is on the inside and it kind of symbolizes the ark. So I think that goes well with the cover, which is supposed to look like water. Let's see. So I think this is, what else was I going to do? Was I going to do anything else? Oh, I know what else I was going to do. So on the edges where I did the fabric, when I went back and looked at them, I wasn't satisfied with the fabric being on the wrong side when you flip the page. So I'm going to go back and glue another strip of fabric on the back side and see how that does and see if I like that. I think I will. I think it'll be more interesting. Is anybody interested in a prodigal journal? So if you have a prodigal in your family, which I do, I have a couple, like what would a journal be like? Because these journals, you guys, these Jesus Junk Journals are witnessing tools, and they're like, I don't know if you're younger, you don't even know this word probably, but we used to call them tracts, Tracts. And people would go door to door and hand out Bible tracts. And that's how they would witness. Well, people would throw them in the trash a lot of times. And so these are like tracts, but people aren't going to throw them in the trash because of all the work you've put into them. And so when you make these, especially the little mini journals, they are a great witnessing tool for family and friends because they're not going to throw them away. And if you put pictures in them, I'm telling you, if you put pictures in them, the kids love them. My 2 granddaughters cried when I gave them a journal and they had family pictures and things in them. And that's the secret of it. And so meanwhile, you can put Bible stuff in it and they will love it. So I was wondering about a prodigal journal. I wouldn't say prodigal, obviously. You don't want to hand somebody a journal that says prodigal on the outside of it. But we would know it's a prodigal journal. And you could put whatever title you wanted to. You could put their name or whatever. That needs to move down. Okay, so there is the closure. And we are all done except for that, except for the fabric. So anyway, for those of you who would be interested in that, let me know in the comments. I'm tossing that idea around. So Okay, so see here where it's just raw fabric. I was thinking, and I tore a bunch of scraps, so I was thinking I would just put another layer on there. This is kind of a perfect one because it's got a ruler on it, and they're doing all this construction, so that's kind of cool. Looks really similar to the page. I'll put that on there. And then that is it as far as the cloth on the edges. So I think I'm done. Ready to close the book, no pun intended, on Noah. So there we go. And so now I'm still working on Ephesians. That shouldn't take too long, but if you haven't done the Ephesians one, it's getting ready to, I won't say be done, but it's getting ready to progress on. How about that? There. Okay. All right. All right. Noah's Ark. And I will do a flip through. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.